Hello everyone, my name is Sammy and welcome back. Welcome, glad you could join me. Today I will be making another project using another pattern because I'm going to try and practice. Of course, this will most likely not be a tutorial because I'm definitely going to make some mistakes and that's okay, that's how I learn. So yeah, but maybe you can find some entertainment in all the mistakes I make, so let's get started. I do want to say though, the beginning of this pattern, I used my printer. This is when I printed out. I used my printer to print out the pattern, and I was able to do so because in your printer settings, there's a setting for like posters, so you can print out bigger things. It'll just take more than one piece of paper. And one of the comments with the pattern mentioned it was like 140% like up or whatever. So yeah, I was able to print out the pattern, but my printer started running out of ink. So I'm really sorry because the front page of this pattern doesn't look so great because my printer was running out of ink. So I'm sorry, but here we go anyway. So I decided to try and create this wrap cape. Here's a better picture of what it'll hopefully look like. Now, the fabric I will be using is a nice set of bed sheets. So I've got like a pillowcase and the sheet and everything else to work with. So here is most of the pattern cut out. I added seam allowance, basically cutting out the pattern, so there's that. But these are all the pieces. Hopefully this will be somewhat simple. So I started laying down the fabric and laying down the pattern pieces and pinning them and cutting them out. So here are most of my pieces here. There aren't that many pieces, luckily. Now I kind of started with the front, the wrapping part, and to trace the pleats, I just folded over the pattern to where the dashed lines were and just used a pen and just kind of traced them like that. And then this is how I kind of pin them. You sort of line them up, pin them, and then to sew them, you basically just want to pinch the pleat so you don't get any other layers in between, just those two layers. And then you'll just kind of sew along your pins, or for me, I kind of traced it, so I sewed along the tracing. By the way, filming with one hand while trying to sew is quite hard. And then I attached the shoulders once everything was completed. I started with the shoulders, and then I attached the sleeve to the back and part of the wrap part. I use safety pins to mark out my little lines and things like that were on the pattern. So I just kind of lined those up, and it got a little wonky, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. So when you pin a sleeve on a curved edge, it does get a little weird, but after you stick it in the sewing machine, it should be okay. That was pinning the collar together and it being sewn. And then this is starting the back. I did not line the pieces of the front, the ones that actually go across your body. I don't know why, I just didn't want to. So I did line, though, both sleeves and the back. So that is what that is. And then this is putting everything together, the front and the back. You have to sandwich part of if you line the whole thing, you have to sandwich the neck, like the neck piece, the collar, there you go, the collar in between both layers. Like I said, I only lined part of it, so part of it had to be folded under. So I'm hoping, yep, see, I will only have to stitch across that and then sort of tuck the rest underneath so it doesn't get sewn in, because then it'll be stuck and then it'll cause problems later. Yay! But no, we were able to do that correctly. I started sewing everything together, everything is pinned up, and then you'll see I make a mistake, but I fix it in plenty of time. I realized that the actual wrap portion has to go inside. It can't be outside, otherwise when I turn it right side out, it would be stuck on the inside. So yes, basically everything had to be pinned inside, so I'd have this like weird pillowcase situation going on, and then I leave a gap at the bottom to turn it right side out. And ooh, excuse me, and here we go. it is looking good so far. I basically have to finish the edges from the raw edges of the actual wrap. As you see here, I just kind of pinned them and sewed them together, and then I finished the neckline by folding everything kind of over, and I added some ribbon to tie it up, and that's pretty much it. And here we go. I am so happy with how this turned out. I think it looks really cool. It is a nice little piece if I want to wear it outside real quick to do some running. It is actually pretty warm. Now, granted, I am actually a fan of the cold. I like the cold, so this is a nice little piece. I love how it looked. I'm just really happy with it. Next time, I guess, if I make this again, I will line everything, even the strap parts. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't feel like it, but next time I will do that. I think it'll make everything a bit easier. But yeah, I am super happy with how it turned out. I love it. Even like, I know you could see like a bit of the underside of the fabric, but I honestly didn't mind. I thought that was okay. I don't really mind the slightly miscolored, almost like, I don't know, almost like a real collar or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Anyway, that is pretty much it though. Again, definitely most likely not a real tutorial that you could follow along with, because sometimes I just kind of went, but that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully you got a little laugh. Hopefully I was able to entertain you a bit. But I think that is pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!